What's going on, everyone? Riddict here, and welcome to Off the Shelf Airguns. Today we're just down here because I wanted to see what we can do with the Diana Bandit Black at a far distance, 50 yards. And I'm not really ready to do a video solely on its accuracy at certain distances or anything. We're gonna fine tune it in this video and see what we can get out of it so that we can do videos in the future and really see what we can do with different types of pellets and stuff like that. But in this video, we're just down here, kind of fine tune things a little bit. And as you can see, I have my hunting blind up. That's what we're going to be shooting out of because the air is really cold and I don't want to be sitting out in it, but I still want to get this done. So got my Caldwell shooting table in there, and that's how we're going to do this. So let's get at it. All right, we're all set up, ready to do this thing. We have the JSB Exact Diablo Jumbo Heavy. That's what we're using. And they are 18.13 grain. And they're a little heavier than the ones we used in the last video I did on this. So we're going to have the chronograph on so we can see what we're getting. Because I actually have down here the Effects Airguns small chronograph, the mini. All right. I just recently picked that up specifically so I had a way of seeing what the chrono numbers were when I'm down here on the range without having to lug the big one down here. So the G2 chronograph will just be used for the backyard and the bunker and stuff like that. We're gonna use the FX Airguns chronograph for down here on the range. Just so much easier. Anyway, let's go ahead and get going here, shall we? And of course, we gotta start it out the right way, folks. We're not gonna start it out without doing the right way here. Get this off of here so we can do this the right way, okay? Patang! We had to have the patang. Here, let me get this chronograph turned on. We'll get that started. All right, we're ready to rock and roll here. Let's do this. See what we can do. See what we're looking like out there. And of course, I'll have to make adjustments as needed. Actually, let me bring that down some. Bring that down some. Right about there. There we go.
639.
639. Not bad for 18 grain, 22 caliber. See how low it hit. So we're gonna have to hold over a bit. Honestly, it's not that bad though. It really isn't. So let's try this.
644.
It's a little better. A little too high, maybe. Try that. Oh, there we go.
646.
Let's go. 646, huh?
627.
Okay.
$595.
It is going to drop some, obviously. Not regulated.
$586.
Okay. That's it for that magazine. On to the next one. On to the next one. 586 on that last one, huh? Okay. You know what? For this magazine, we're going to move to a different part of the target here. Let's go lower left. We're going to go lower left. So let me bring this down a hair. We'll go right there. See what we get.
565.
Okay.
5 559. 544.
544. It's dropping, but that's to be expected.
535.
I could actually see that one lobbing out there. That's funny. So it ain't going to be no pest control at 50 yards the way I just seen that lob out there. But what it will do is be fairly accurate. Let me bring this down again. I don't know why I got all monkeyed up there. All right.
529.
I think our first go around was best. Obviously, when it's at full power, it's going to be best.
519.
I got to say, what we're seeing right now, not bad. I don't really need to do much of anything to tweak this. Maybe a little bit, but nothing crazy.
509.
Yeah, it's dropping now. Let's see where we're at. We started out at like 600 FPS, something or rather. Okay, yeah. We are got about a quarter of the green left. All right, and that's after 2 magazines, and it was at full power. It's obviously takes a little more oomph to launch these 18 grain pellets, but from what I can see through the scope, it doesn't look too bad. Considering this is a pistol at the end of the day, and we're at 50 yards, and this is just for fun so that we can see what we want to do in an accuracy video down the line. How much farther out do I want to push it? I don't think it's going to be much farther. I think 50 is good. But we'll, in the full accuracy video, when we really do that deep dive video on the accuracy with this, we're going to do 20 yards, 30 yards, 40 yards, 50 yards, and step it up and see what we're getting. So look forward to that. This, just wanted to bring you along so you could see what I kind of do off camera sometimes. I just come down here, test things, see where it's at, then I kind of formulate an idea of what I want to do for a video, you know what I mean? So nothing serious here. I did want to have the chronograph going so we can kind of see what we're doing with an 18 grain pellet. So from full, we're at about 600 FPS roughly, and then now that we're at about a quarter of the green left before we hit the yellow, we're now down to about 500 FPS. Again, 22 caliber, 18 grain pellet. I think that's moving right along and is not too bad considering what we're working with here, the Diana Bandit Black. So I'm going to go down there and get that target so we can take a close-up look at it, because I want to take a close-up look at it. I can see it, but I can't see it, you know, the fine details. So let's go do that. All right, we got the target here. And quite frankly, for 50 yards, I'm going to say not terrible, all right? This is not a pesting gun, folks. I mean, maybe at 20 yards it would be at full power, but this is a plinker, all right? And it's a pistol at the end of the day. So we're really pushing it for 50 yards plus the shorter barrel on this. You could put the longer barrel from the chaser on there and probably get more accuracy out of it, but I'm not going to do that because I told you why I wanted to keep it the way it is in the previous video on this. But for what we're working with and the way it is, stock off the shelf, basically, this is what we got. Okay, so this one, I mean, I was kind of seeing where I was at, so I did have to hold over a little bit, but these right here, what's important, that was the first shot, I think, and then second, third, 4, 5, 6. So honestly, right there, not too bad. And then we came over here, and so here's these ones. Not too bad. Obviously not the best thing in the world. Not the best, but again, it's a pistol and it's not a high-powered one. It's got some oomph, especially when it's full, but it is what it is, you know? And quite frankly, I think that's not too bad. Not too bad for what we're trying to push it to do. I quite dig the Diana Black, man. Diana Bandit Black, huh? Pretty cool stuff. Super budget friendly. Can't go wrong, honestly. I love it. So yeah, very cool. Can't wait to see what else we can do with it. And so yeah, look forward to that. With that said, I will catch you all down the road.